Hello, everyone. And I don't know why I said hello.
Hello.
We are the 50s Chicks, and we are back with another video. What are we talking about today?
What to say at the end of a first date?
Ooh, that's going to be interesting. But before we get into that,
she's Patricia, and I'm Annalie.
Yes.
Also, self-care.
Doing that. That is so funny. Yes, self-care first. Because we have to keep ourselves emotionally and mentally sound. This online dating stuff, it can take you on what?
It can punch you in the stomach.
Yes, it can. It really can. And yeah, keep yourself straight.
Yes.
Get your self-care in. Take a break. Turn off the notifications.
Do some meditation.
Yes.
Meditation tape.
Yes. Make sure that you are having realistic expectations.
Yep.
So that you can make the best decisions.
And we're seeing a lot of people, especially on Reddit, that are just like so frustrated and angry with the whole thing, and I quit online dating. And that's why we're like, you gotta, if you do the self-care and you just have realistic expectations, you might be able to survive this
to
thing.
Manage it. Yes.
So yes,
definitely.
So as long as you remember to do all these things and to care for yourself first, you'll be able to get through this.
Absolutely. Okay.
So what do you say after a first date? At the end of a first date, what do you say?
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
What do you say? Oh well.
Bye.
See ya.
Deuces.
See ya. Oh my gosh, there's so many different things you could say because each date is different. And
what's the worst thing you've said at the end of a date? The worst thing.
That one bad one where I left. Remember, I'm walking in the parking lot and he's saying things, yelling things at me. And we ended up parked in front of each other.
Oh my God.
That didn't go very well. But that's an outlier.
Yeah, obviously that's not usually a thing.
No, but what do I normally say? Well, thank you for whatever, the meal, the coffee. Well, I don't drink coffee, but the drinks. Thank you for your time. I always thank them.
And that's actually the number one out of what to say at the end of a first date is to express your gratitude, to be thankful for whatever. Even the fact that they're coming out, taking time out to see you, you're, just that kind of thing.
Yes, and I make sure to do that, to no matter how it's going, no matter what, I always thank them. But it's always, for me, it's awkward, especially obviously when, you have no intentions of seeing them ever again. And it's always, I try to read the room, as far as what to say. And it always, sometimes it works itself out because, again, I expect the man to take the lead. So, I try to play kind of, see where they're going with it. And mostly, like if I know, okay, this is not working out, I just say normally, this is how I started off. Oh, well, thank you. I had a really good time. It was nice meeting you.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they will leave it at that, because that to me is, because if someone said that to me, I'm thinking, oh, well, they don't want to see me again. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And most people do read the room and pick up on that.
That's only if you haven't talked about suggesting a second date.
Right.
If you've suggested to meet again, then even, nice to meet you, it was very nice meeting you.
No, I don't normally
say that.
If it were like we're already talking about what we're gonna do.
Oh, you don't say it was nice meeting?
I don't know, because we're going on another date. Like,
yeah, but it was still nice meeting you.
No, I don't say it then. No.
Oh, I do say that.
I don't, because I'm gonna see it.
I guess it's difficult for guys to know what the heck is going on.
No, because meeting again. So there's no.
I wonder how many guys I put off by saying that, and they thought,
"Oh, to me, that's the death. To me, that's the
time of death."
Yeah, that's to me. Well, if I think it was nice.
Oh my gosh, I say that all the time.
Well, they're thinking, "Oh, are we?" Well, I know for me, if someone said that to me, I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're not gonna ever see each other. And when I say it, that is what I'm saying, and they get it. The majority of them get it. They're like,
oh my God. Yeah, I'm learning some stuff.
But
yeah, which is too late now. But
it was nice meeting. It was nice meeting you.
So they say to be positive.
Yes.
To end it no matter what, even if it's the craziest date, to end it on a positive note. Yes.
I only had one that did it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's crazy, if the guy is totally disrespectful, none of this stuff applies. None of it applies. Crazy. Just get up and walk out.
Get out. Get to safety.
That's not. Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Yeah.
But yes, when you're saying goodbye, it's important to keep the mood light and positive. Yes. Even if the date didn't go as well as you hoped, it's important to keep your comments upbeat and optimistic. This will leave your date with a good feeling and help them remember the date fondly. And also, if we're all doing that, less self-care is needed.
Yes.
So just keep it positive and leave on a good note, right?
And I think also for us women, because for safety reasons, because you don't want to be starting some kind of, you don't want to agitate a man that you don't know, because you don't know what they could do. The one guy, I just left the date early and he's yelling at me in the parking lot.
Yeah,
so you just don't know. So you never, no matter what, I don't care if he was a jerk, you still be polite, just so you can get out of there safely.
Yes.
Just for a safety issue, and also you just don't want to attach the negativity to it. Like Annalie was saying, that way we protect our, it limits the amount of self-care.
And I think it makes positive. You feel better too.
Yeah.
Just ending it on a positive thing. You're going to also feel that positivity as well. Yeah. So, you're going to feel better either way. It says be open to communication. So when you're saying goodbye, it's important to be open to communication. Let your date know that you're available to talk and that you would like to hear from them. This will show your date that you're interested in continuing the relationship and that you're open to communication. Now, that only applies if you are interested.
Right. If we have to have already established that. Now,
that only applies to that.
Same thing, because I wouldn't do that otherwise.
Same thing with suggest a second date. Obviously, these are things that only apply if you're interested in the person.
Right. And for me, and I know everybody's different, again, the man takes the lead. So he's making that decision. I have never said, and I won't say to a man, so how about a second date? Or have you ever done that? No, I wouldn't do that. And there are different reasons why I wouldn't. firstly, if a man wants to see you again, they're going to tell you. And if they don't say it and you prompt it, then they're going to just go along with it just to go along. And you're just going to be wasting your time for the most part, I think. I mean, obviously there's maybe some exceptions, but I don't even go there, because if that man wanted to see me again, he would have
said it.
I mean, he would have. I just don't. And I know there are women that, oh, well, we need to take charge. We need to. And that's fine for them and other people. But my experience is that the man will acquiesce because you've suggested it, whether he wants to or not. And he may say yes, and then you won't get a call that you'll be waiting for, and your mind will be all messed up. If he wants to go out with you, he will ask. He will say it. It'll come up in conversation. He will do that.
Yeah.
If he didn't, then he don't want to.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to put myself out there messing up my hydration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not messing up my hydration trying to ask a man that I know don't want to go out with me to go. Yeah. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind.
That's just putting extra stress and horribleness on you, on this whole situation.
I'm not trying to change anybody's mind that they've already made up. I'm just not doing that.
Nope. The last thing it says on how to end a first date is to be respectful. Yes.
Of course.
Of course. And I think, I mean, that's just common sense.
Common courtesy. Why are you cursing somebody out? But no, I've heard, just from, people, guys, that who knows whether it's true or not, but they've had some hairy situations where, women have said things and made snide remarks and comments and things like that. I don't know. I can imagine someone would do that. Like, I don't know. But no, why would you be saying something
It says,
negative?
When you're saying goodbye, it's important to be respectful. Make sure you are not overly touchy or too forward. This will show your date that you respect them and that you're not trying to push the relationship too quickly.
Now,
I wish men would listen.
Yeah, I know. I have to be all handsy, and you just
stealing sugar off the side corner that takes you out.
Yeah. Yes. So, yes. And I don't know why they don't know that. Like, and my body language is loud and clear. And that's why most of the time I'm able to ward that off. But there are some of them that just, I don't know. Mm-hmm. They just do what they do,
Mm-hmm.
But
molesty.
Yes, molesty.
Let's not forget. Knowing what to say at the end of a first date can help you make a great impression and leave your date feeling happy and excited for the next time you meet. Expressing your gratitude, being positive, suggesting a second date, being open to communication, and being respectful are all great ways to end a first date on a positive note. With the right words, you can leave your date feeling excited and looking forward to the next time you meet. This article doesn't really tell you those words.
Suggestions.
It does not. Yes. It mainly just talks about how to be.
Yes.
I love this question. How do you leave a first date without being rude? Try not to get into people-pleasing mode when you are dating. So if you are on a date and you genuinely do not think that you will ever see that person again, you never want to kiss them, it is dead in the water, you can extricate yourself from that situation after 45 minutes to an hour. I would say sometimes sooner if you are really positive. And you can just say, you know what? I have enjoyed meeting you. And thank you so much for your time. I'm going to get going. Or you can say something like, it's been a great time. I do have an early morning, so I'm going to let you go. Have a nice evening. And just leave. It's okay.
How to be.
And I am hoping, this is what I'm hoping, that there aren't a lot of people that are ending dates negatively, like saying negative things and being like, I hope that now, I'm going to hope that no matter how the date went, and I'm trying to think of a situation where maybe the guy was, I don't know, making negative. Well, what about the situation where the girl was saying that the guy was goosenecking all the women? How would that date end on a positive note? Like, what
I don't think
she
it should.
What would she say that's positive?
I think we would more like recommend that she just
get up. Yes,
I think actually when I'm looking at this is more only if
everything is fine.
It's fine if the date is going well, no, and also if it's just
fine, it's gonna go well at the end.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
yes.
It's only when it's not and when I say not fine, meaning there's not going to be a second date, because everybody knows at that table or at that bar if there's going to be a second date before they get up to leave. I mean, right? You have a feel for that, you know, because
pretty much
more.
I think there's been maybe one or two
where you didn't know,
where I was like, I don't know. Yeah. But that was the one that ended up ghosting me. That was the first
okay,
one.
You knew.
So,
see, when they don't say it, it means you're never going to see him again. When they don't say it. Yeah. But you know what? Dr. Dolittle, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know Dr. Dolittle. Yeah. Although everything was fine and wonderful, I didn't get any vibe.
Yeah.
That was not. And he never, well, now keeping in mind, he did live out of state, you know, and he was leaving the next day. But, so it wasn't like he could say, oh, okay, we're going to see. But I didn't know for sure. I didn't know if I would ever hear from him again. And I did. So I guess that situation is different because he lived out of state.
Yeah.
So maybe that one is different. But I don't know that there's ever any other one.
Well, I think I actually kind of suspect that the guy, because we had a really good date, but he didn't, you know, immediately suggest a second date. And I still kind of think that he might have been married.
Or with, he probably had
or with someone because I got that vibe sort of.
And you can tell those too.
And he did keep in touch after the date though. But he was one of those where you can't call anytime.
There you go. He's with somebody.
It's specific time.
He was with someone.
So very soft.
Yes, and I guess he was thinking it was going to blow up. And he wanted to have somebody on the back in case that thing went awry. But normally if there's going to be a second date, you know before you get up. You already know. So if
sometimes the guys don't know.
You know, they don't know because but usually it's even discussed. My experience is that everyone that I went out with for a second date, it was discussed before.
So I have to ask, if you're not saying, okay, nice to meet you after the first date, what do you say?
When it's
going to continue. Yeah, when it's going to continue, what do you say? To end it.
Something
Bye.
Like see you
later.
Or, you know, because usually there's a hug involved. Like if we vibed, there's a hug.
Yeah,
you know, we're past all the whatevers because we vibed and we like each other on the.
So it's not so much what you say. I think, like you say.
Yeah,
we're just because you already made you made plans for a second date, and now you're hugging and like bye.
I'm saying take care. Make sure you call me when you get home. That kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like see you, you know, Thursday or see you Wednesday. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's never. Those are the easy ones because you have that connection and you know. Yeah, but it's the 99.
Other ones that are more tricky and awkward.
Yes, and you really do have to be. Well, I know I find myself having to word having to be careful, because it's like the walk of death almost, because they're walking to the car, and in my mind I'm thinking, man, you already know. You know that this is the last time you're ever going to see me.
Yeah.
So, and the most of them read the room. Most of them, they do, especially when it was nice meeting you. You take care, drive safe, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what my whole shtick is at the end, for ones that we're not gonna see each other. And it's even, and some of them were even, could have been guys that I kind of vibe with, but I can tell from them, from the fact that we didn't discuss a second date, that they didn't vibe with me. So I just keep it cute.
Oh, that's good.
I keep it cute because, again, I'm keeping myself hydrated. I already know.
Yeah.
So why would I even say, oh, so we're gonna have another date just to make it more awkward for everybody?
Don't hurt yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm keeping about hydration. So I'm already knowing, okay, well, keep it cute. Hey,
and I think girls,
nice meeting you.
Us girls, we have a problem with doing just that. Like, because, I don't know, if we feel we want to please everyone, I don't know what it is, but we have a problem with just cutting it,
go of it,
go
walk away from it,
that it's not gonna work.
Walk away from it.
Yes.
And there were guys that I liked. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
But I can tell. I read the room.
If you feel it, just
nice meeting you.
Don't
care.
Don't hurt yourself out there.
Don't do it.
No.
Because if they wanted to see you again, they would say. And for me, and if they don't, and we parted and they didn't, then that's another problem for me. Why wouldn't you speak up? Kind of thing. So
yeah.
But so that's what I do.
I think that's about it.
All right. And that is an awkward kind of thing, and I don't know that we always are conscious of that.
No. I really want to see you guys' comments on this and see if you have any words that you use that are good at the end of a first date that you have, that's tried and true, maybe. That would be great. So go ahead and comment.
Oh, and I also forgot. And there's usually this customary text.
Yes.
Like there's a text on the way. You get a text from, I know my experience is on the way home, you get this text from the guy, saying whatever, nice time, nice meeting you, whatever. And usually those are the guys that
are interested.
Want to see you.
Yes, that want to see you. Because the other ones, no.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not going to.
They're not sending a text, thankfully. But so I forgot about that customary text. Usually you get. More often you do. I don't think I've ever not received one from a guy that I had a second date with.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't
even
think
from some that I didn't.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's a thing.
Yeah. So that's it. That is another part of it. That the text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like. Oh my God. And subscribe. I keep getting the thumbs up. You're not getting the thumbs up.
Getting
it. We are on Spotify. We're on YouTube.
Yeah.
We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Yes.
So make sure you subscribe so you get the next episode. You don't miss it.
Yes.
And until next time, don't forget to live,
laugh,
and connect.
There.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.